Hello everybody, my name is Lilio and I take it this game where I have played against one opponent of the Turkey, and I want to show you my wrong way, my mistakes, and let's see, because I think that with the wrong way we can learn some tactics and abilities in chess. This is the first video of a series of videos that I'm doing, because I want to show my path in chess. Even if I don't make no good way and no biggest options, no one biggest conquers in chess, I don't know, but I really wanted to show the best games that I could see that you can learn together with me. So the white pieces start with this, which is the e4. So I started with the Caro-Kann, which is one of the most now well-known options, and well, the answer is d4, a solid answer. No much to comment here. Another play with a book play, and he takes, I takes. So now the knight is started in the board, and here I want to show that this is a good option. The horse here is a good option, but I started to think about to make pawns to started the advantage in the board of the game. So I'm fighting for the center because I want to fight by the center with pawns in the start with Caro-Kann, playing Caro-Kanns. So the bishop start attacking. I starting blocking with the knight. Another knight is activated. I activated the other knight. So here is another solid position. The answer here it's d6. Queen d6 must be played. So I want to show that this is a option because I have a lot of fear of this knight here, because now two pieces are targeting this knight, right? So I started to think about, and I am really preoccupied with this knight. So I started to defend this king, and I want to make an fianchetto. I don't know, but it seems too late to make a fianchetto in this game, but I don't know, I really started, even if I don't have any chance, any differences. So the queen is activated, and here I started to develop my horse. I really want to see what I can do with this horse. Maybe if I can go here, I can do this, and I'm still targeting this house of the pawn, which is good. So the answer of them is this, which is a pawn structure. It's not a bad option, but I think which when you starting to block with your pawns, you make some mistakes, because you can open maybe one or other line to make this king be unprotected in the future. So I started to see the bishop. I fight it by the bishop, and he takes the knight. I take the bishop. They answer taking that other knight. So I started to make unsolid positions here with unsolid positions. Pretty preoccupied and solid, and I can't see this fianchetto. Now I really can't see this fianchetto being doing it, because this horse is still here and he still pretty bad, because he have the support of this pawn, and so he activated the tower. But yes, I think which is a good idea to play here. So they starting to make a good attack with this knight here, but they started to make some principles that are not good to make, because, well, look at that. Here, 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 and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. And so, with this advantage, they can take pretty good ideas with this advantage. But so I do it. They started to make with the knight for these other squares, right? Well, I really want to double towers in some occasion, but I don't know. I can't see these towers. But I really see this knight going to here, and I don't want to make this square unprotected. The bishop is still here, but I don't want to be uncarefully with this knight. Now we have two knights. This is pretty annoying, right? Finally, I can see this rook, right? Okay, they start attacking with the bishop, but this is not the best option to make a time with the tower, with the rook 1 in the f8, right? So they can obviously do some this, and it must be impossible to stop this queen, because of this knight still gain more squares in the queen side and one in the king side, and this bishop is still strong here, and we have this rook, and this king is very protected. So now a castle. Well, the bishop start attacking, so making some advantages. They started to make a trade, and here they have maybe some attacks here against this pawn, and I just started to advance this pawn because I really want to challenge this guy. I don't like this guy. Yes, I don't like it. But now he's still making a pretty interesting option here. But this piece, this is one of the best options to make a bit of difference in the game. Wait for the arrows of your opponent. So another piece that it's completely free, and so I take it. But now we have a good option here. I don't know, but I think that they could sacrifice this horse this because of this diagonal, right? But here is the only way that we can see. The bishop attack only here. If he accept, well, if he accept, this queen can takes, and it's only here that I see that this horse is completely controlled because the bad bishop, and so this knight is completely controlled by the bishop. The bishop still giving me an advantage because of this pawn. He's supporting this pawn, and this is a pretty good option. So they refused the exchange. So I started to make an X-ray attack. Suppositions. Well, I really can't understand this game, this chance. But I think which they can do something like that, like make a huge difference. But no, they didn't. So they do it this, and so I started to think about to make a really good destruction here, because I really advanced this guy, and this guy need to go here in some ways, and I think that the queen going to here, and in b6 I can make this pawn go to here, and I take it by the en passant method. So they didn't do that, and so I just take the pawn. Now they have, and now they have the yes, they have the bishop now, but now this knight is mine, and so I take it, the tower, but here it's not a good option, because the best option is to make this rook still being here and stimulating that this queen going to here, and so if he takes, I just takes, and this rook can't go for here, because if he go out of here for some of these squares, they just lose a pawn, and this pawn, it's the only pawn that really is pretty annoying me in this game. So let's take a look. Maybe we could show, so let's show that. Okay, but okay, right, we can go for here, I do here, I go for here, and I do that. The rook is now in d4, the bishop is going for here, and I don't know, because I have minus than 20 seconds in the clock, and so I'm pretty annoyed here. So they need to make this rook make some challenges here, maybe here, I don't know, and going for here, and make this rook going for here to target the queen, but it's not working. They didn't have c. I can't see nothing here because the time is going out. So I just started to attacking them. I just started to advance my pawns. They started to make a huge difference here, advancing this queen, but they don't have to it. So now I finally make this queen see this king without nothing in this diagonal. And so here I lost because minus than 5 seconds. It's not a good option, but the correct option is to make with the queen, because with the rook will be taken and they will take some advantages. Because if I goes with the queen, this is going out. So I go with the queen, they make it, I make. The rooks are pretty strong here, and there's nothing that can do it here. And so let's take a look here. Nice, good. So I can't think here because I don't have time. So they make it this wrong way. I can't see any type of options. I don't know, but I don't think how they can see this. How they have done that. So they go for here, and all that I need to do is this. And here the checkmate is do it. But what has been doing is that I just wasn't in this checkmate because I have only 2 seconds in the clock and I can see a checkmate here because I'm still trying to learn chess. So I do that and they start attacking my pawns, and I still can't nothing here to make with this queen. I am just making the rook go because I can give a support. I have a fear to lose this rook, and so I'm using always the queen to protect the dead. And now they start, but I don't have more time. I just started to the maneuveration with these rooks, and so all the rooks are here, and this queen is completely weak here. And so they make it the final length, and I just make the best option here, which is the menace of the rooks. And so this is my game. I really want to show that I'm still trying to learn. This game was be played in 29 of December of 2025, and I'm very ashamed by this game because I can really see a checkmate, but here in the analysis I can. All the mistakes are done, but I really want to show that this game that, because this game tells us that the chess is complex, but it's so simple. So maybe one simplification here can do some things. Maybe with 2 more seconds I can do that, and they could try to make something, but here is a checkmate. So this is going out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next time. Bye bye.